Are you familiar with Adobe Flash? Have you ever wondered what happened to it? Or have you forgot about it altogether? It used to reign supreme, but in the recent years, it has fallen out of the spotlight due to the new kid on the block, HTML5. This video will explain what happened to Adobe Flash and how HTML5 took over. We will also explain how this has impacted the world of online learning. If your company still has e-learning courses that require Flash, stay tuned. At the time, Adobe Flash was familiar with most developers. Since Adobe Flash was the norm, most developers were using it already and used it for more than just video and audio on a web page. However, some downsides were that Adobe Flash requires a plugin to work on all browsers. This may deter some viewers from web pages, since they have to have the plugin installed to interact with the web page. Adobe Flash also faced several crashing problems. There were also some security concerns addressing Adobe Flash, as it could be exploited and potentially leave Flash users in a vulnerable position for online attacks. Another major disadvantage of Adobe Flash is its compatibility with mobile devices. When using Adobe Flash on a mobile device, it uses a lot of processing power to function, causing the battery life on the device to drop rapidly. Adobe Flash later dropped compatibility with mobile devices completely. HTML5, on the other hand, has mobile support that uses less processing power compared to Adobe Flash to display video or audio on a web page. HTML5 is also SEO friendly. This means that Google or other search engines are able to read what is on the web page, making it easier to categorize. This will improve the web page's overall rank on search engine result pages. The bottom line is that Adobe Flash's inability to support mobile devices was a major factor in its downfall. Mobile devices have become a mainstream method for surfing the web. Not having mobile support eliminates a large portion of people viewing your content if you're using Adobe Flash. The final nail in the coffin was YouTube switching over from Adobe Flash to HTML5. YouTube was the majority of people's main use for Adobe Flash. If they didn't need it anymore to watch YouTube, they can uninstall it. Alas, the end of Adobe Flash has finally come, as Adobe has announced that it'll end their support of the Flash Player on December 31st, 2020. If your company still has e-learning courses that require Flash, then it's time to meet the new kid on the block. All e-learning needs to be converted to HTML5 in order to remain functional and accessible to your learners. This is great news since HTML5 supports mobile devices. It makes your e-learning courses more accessible to different device users. And these days, mobile learning is key so that your learners can get the training that they need, when they need it, and wherever they are. If you need expert help with your e-learning development, visit learntoflourish.com to see how we can help. For more tips on video creation, head on over to learntoflourish.com or check out some of our other videos on our YouTube channel. Hope to see you there.